Hi everybody, Dr. Susan here. I made a video, I guess 2 days ago. It's been on YouTube, but we haven't put it on Facebook yet. And pardon the sun glare, I've been trying to find a spot. I'm in my car. There's a reason for that. But I wanted to tell you about the video. I recorded it 2 days ago. It came out to be very long, about 37 minutes. It was my story. It was just me opening up of where I came from, where I've been. So there's going to be a continuation or part 2 to that story. It was just getting too long. So it's on YouTube now. You're welcome to watch it. And people have said maybe you should edit it or change it, but I don't like to do that with my videos. I'll just be honest straight out right now. I very often don't watch my videos before I post them. I'll watch them to critique myself, but I don't watch them to change the content. So when I speak to you on video, I'm speaking to you like you were in person with me, and just if you were speaking with me one-on-one, you'd ask me a question, I'd have to answer it. I don't have time to go look it up or study it or anything like that. So I want my videos to be genuine, just like that. Like I'm talking to you out of my heart, what I've learned, where I've been, where I'm going. So I don't want to change or edit that video. I've made the decision. I've sat with it for 2 days. Poor Jessica keeps asking me, did you get the video approved or done yet? And I haven't, and I'm just going to leave it like it is. Warning that is long. It is my whole journey back to when I was a teenager. I tried to keep it brief. Actually, I started to keep it very brief at the end, realizing it was going long, and that's where part 2 is going to come in, because I think I skipped on, a part of my journey, the pain I went through and the suffering I went through. And I think that's important for people to know where I was and where I am now, so you see the difference and you see how powerful what I'm going to teach here on this channel is. So I've decided to start this YouTube channel, which I've had it. Many of you have seen videos here. There's many more on this channel, but I'm focusing now on this channel. So I'm going to make about probably at least 3 videos a week. May do a spontaneous one like this one on Friday. But my goal is to be more professional in the videos, give more content, give it more try to get my thoughts collected before I go on camera, because like I said, I start talking and it does sometimes get all over the place, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you information you can work or live with. I want to try and change more lives. That's my goal. I always say God gave me 2 things, my mouth and my story. So I have my mouth, always have my voice. I'm very thankful for it. And I have my story. I'm very thankful for that too. I always say that MS was a blessing in my life, not a curse. I realized that in the hospital, on the hospital bed, as I was debilitated, not knowing what I was going to tell my kids, all my hopes and dreams were down the tube, just like I tell in my story. But I knew very quickly, because I asked God, why did you put this on me? Like, why now, when I have a new career going and everything seems to be going perfectly and worked out? And there's many times God doesn't give you what you want. It's not our timing, it's His timing. So that's another thing. If you're don't want to hear about God or the belief of God, you're not going to like this channel, because I'm going to mention Him often. God led me on this journey. It's been a 20-year journey and testimony, and to my health and my life and my Christianity and everything. It's all a testimony. So yesterday, in the morning time, anytime, that's when I'm kind of get quiet with God. And I get up this morning. I got up. He woke me up at 4:30 this morning. And I know now, when I get woken up at that time, I'm wide awake. I have to get up and start either reading or writing, or there's a time for it. And I'm being told that. So I used to try to make videos in the afternoon after I had a full day in the office, and sometimes that's hard. It's not as hard lately. It used to be harder. So I have to just honor the timing. So that's why I'm doing this video this morning, because I was woken up at 4:30. Yesterday, I was compelled to just start typing, and I wound up typing 4 pages of information about what I'm here for, what my purpose is, why I'm on earth, God's trying to have me do. And I'm actually going to look at that and edit that and make that a PDF that I can hand out to people, so you understand what I'm about, what I'm not about, what I am about, what realm I fall into. So the realm that I'm trying to fall into is functional health care. So health care is a term very often used, but if you think about health care, it's not about your health. It's sick care. So you go to the medical world when you're sick. Their solution is a medication or a surgery, or come back in 6 months. That's all I hear from people. I hear it all day long, every day. That's not healthcare. They're a business. They have a model. They were taught something. They believe in it. And I don't question or doubt that. That's their model, their belief. That's what they do. It's not what I do. So I want health. I want optimal health. I want to give people their health so they can live a full life. That's very important to me because I saw my life ended. They gave me 5 years to a wheelchair at 40 years old. 5 years until I was in a wheelchair. 10 years until I died. This is the year I would have died. Instead, I'm not dead. I'm talking on YouTube. I'm making this channel. My plan is to build this channel over the next year to gain more subscribers and listeners. So I do ask for you please to share this and help people out because people need to hear this or the PDF I'm going to offer about what I do. It's very important that we get this information out there. I also have 2022 planned with more plans there. So I'm not stopping anytime soon. The reason I'm on YouTube now is because my voice was shut off into the world. So last January, and Jessica can attest to this, we had talks planned every single month, sometimes twice a month. It was so exciting to both of us. We were getting out there, we were talking to people, we were making a difference, we were making changes, and suddenly March came and we were shut off and turned away and all the talks got canceled. We had hopes that they would come back in a few months, that don't worry, we can live through this, it's all going to be great, and nothing's come back. We haven't been able to go out into public and do that talk. I've had thoughts of having talks in my office on a smaller scale, less than 10 people and things like that, and honestly it's just too much to follow all those guidelines, be sure everybody feels safe. I know they are safe, but I want everybody to feel safe, and I can't do all that. So I want to spend my time giving out the information that I know. So what is different about me? If you are just seeing me for the first time, I was diagnosed with MS, an autoimmune disease that attacks the body and brain, and I was given 5 years to live, 10 years to live. I turned away on that model. I didn't go into the medical world, never saw a medical doctor. I have the paper about my definitive diagnosis from my hospital stay, the tests that were done to confirm it. But after that, you'll see no medical record of me because I did not go into the medical world. I took no medication. I worked really hard over the past 10 years to reverse this process in my body, this autoimmune process. So I'm always telling people, I see many autoimmune patients, and I'm like, it's a process. We're going to go through a process. And no pill, if anyone's telling you there's a pill for autoimmunity, take this, an immune booster or whatever. I mean, immune supplements actually are very dangerous in autoimmune patients. There's very definitive root causes. No one's dealing with them. I have the answer. I'll tell you, I have the answer for autoimmunity. So if you're suffering from autoimmunity and you think there's no hope, there's hope. And that's one of my core values. And that will be in this PDF also. I want to put my mission statement, my core values, and what I do. So if you would like that, contact us. I'm gonna make it available to everybody. Just it's the logistics of it. Everything takes time. I'm one person, 2 people. Jessica's my right hand. It just takes us time to do all that. We're hiring a team. We're putting together a team come 2021. So we'll have more help to get this word out there more. And I'm so excited about it. But autoimmunity is a beast, and you have to know what you're doing, and you have to know the functional hierarchy that the body has to be healed in. So if anybody's selling you some bill of goods or some supplement, it's not going to work. And I have people, and they're not believers because, sorry, my hair. I lay out a program for them, and I set them all up, and they start it, and they do a month or 2, and then they fall off. I'm like, I feel better, and they give up. That's not the time to give up. That's the time to work even harder, because the process we're reversing in the body when it comes to autoimmunity. So I just want to say that quick. I wrote some notes, it's funny, on a tissue. So there was a tissue, clean tissue, in my purse, and I was like, I have to keep these notes written down, and this was the advice given to me by my coach and mentor, just to have these notes written down. Well, I can't even read the notes, so that's why I don't even bother. There's no point with me. It just has to come out of my mouth and out of my heart. So there's a reason why we are making this channel, so we can speak to people. I can tell people what I know. So this is why I'm different. Number 1, I've reversed this illness in myself. I live this life. I live it so I can lead it. It's not a guesswork for me. It wasn't about money. I didn't start a functional practice for the money. That's obvious. Everybody who knows me knows that. But I do it to help people and spread the word, and keep it as cost effective for everybody as I can. That's a big thing for me. I do not give a medication, a supplement as a medication. So if I give a supplement, it's because it's making a change in your body, and then you're going to come off that supplement. So you don't stay on that supplement. That's part of our core values. We always dig and find the root cause. And if interference is removed from the body will heal itself. So the body heals itself by interference is removed. So my big question when I was in the hospital, diagnosed 10 years ago, now I have to find these interferences. So it took me time, but when I learned how to do the functional blood chemistry analysis, which is the heartbeat of my practice, that's how I find the interferences. That's how I check my interferences. That's how I know if something's going wrong on my body when I recheck my blood. So I recheck blood once a year for most people. If you're sick, it could be every 3 months, every 6 months. I only recheck blood if I know I'm going to see a difference. So if I'm working with somebody and in the short amount of time of 3 months, I don't really expect to see much, we'll push it to 6 months. But then in 6 months, we see a real change, and then we can say if there's anything else unlayering itself at that time. And then we deal with that issue. And I tell everybody where I need them to get to, and I show it to them on their blood chemistry analysis report. This is where we need you to be. And once they get there, they go on maintenance, and it's once a year they come and see me. So anyway, this is what I'm going to be sharing on this channel. All that I've done in the 10 years, there's been a lot. It was a multi-therapeutic approach for me. It was not one thing. It was not just what I do. It was not just the functional blood chemistry analysis. It was the functional blood chemistry analysis with chiropractic. So I'm going to talk about chiropractic and how it helps in MS. I'm actually going this weekend to a seminar to relight my brain on how much I love chiropractic and why I became a chiropractor. So I'm excited about that, and I'm going to be bringing you that information and the right chiropractor to see. And I have a whole network of chiropractors across the country that I can refer you to. I can do blood work in 48 states across the country. I had a new patient yesterday in California. I talked to my patient in Texas yesterday. So I'm dealing with patients all over the country. So just because you're watching this video, anywhere in the world, anywhere in the country, we can communicate and we can talk. So I encourage you to reach out to me. I encourage you to subscribe to this channel. I encourage you to look at my website. That's another thing that I'm redoing. I'm redoing my website. It's perfectly fine. It's just it needs to be updated. Like, my story is now 2 years older. You know, it just, the tests I do are slightly different. They're not entirely different. They've always been the same core tests. So I encourage you to go there. It's drsusanmanias.com. My Facebook page is drsusanmanias.com, at Dr. Susan Manias, sorry. Social media is not my thing, so you'll know that about me. That's Jessica's wheelhouse. But it's at Dr. Susan Manias. I'm sorry again. Instagram is Dr. Manias, I believe. If I'm wrong, Jessica will put the comments below and correct me, as she does all the time so well. That's her forte, not mine. So it's just, I'm just here to let you know, this is going to be a continuing thing. I'm going to be pouring my heart out. I actually right now have 25 videos planned, but I'll tell you, every day this happens where another one will crop up. I'll have something else to say, or a patient will email me and I'll have more to say. I have actually 2 new videos to add to that 25 list that I was going to talk about all that today, but that's my problem. I have to, like, wait a minute. I have to calm down and do this systematically. So actually I have 27 videos, actually plus 5 more. So there's like 32 to 40 videos that I have ready to make right now. There's already 50 on this channel. It's all what I believe in. Nothing has changed. In 5 years, that's the other thing. I'm totally consistent in my heart and what I do. So now I see this video is going along. I didn't want it to be that. So I hope you all have a great day. It's a beautiful day here, here in Georgia. I hope it's a beautiful day where you are. And just enjoy the fall. And Jessica's probably going to post on Facebook some Friday fun fact. We're going to post this video on YouTube, and I hope to see you all here. My heart is in this with all my might, and it's just important for you to learn. And like I said, the document will be available so you can read more. I want people to learn a new way, a new healthcare paradigm. That's my dream. I want people to realize you don't just have to go to the medical doctor. You don't just have to go to the functional medicine doctor, because there's flaws in that also. I'm sorry to say, but I'm going to be doing a video on that also. So stay tuned. Definitely subscribe to this channel. Share this channel. Anybody who's suffering with any health concerns, I would love to see them here, or love to be talking to them too. All right? So you have a great day. Take care.